Hello everybody, this is the incredible Mr. Goose, and today we're going to play Faith, Chapter 1, a first chapter in the Faith Trilogy. In this, we are a priest who makes a house call, and absolutely everything is good, and there are no demons involved. Let's go. Start over with a brand new save. Confirm.
September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Okay, so the controls are used the usual, WASD. I always enjoyed how the one square is part of his uniform. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Start by thinking back, maybe counting to 10. That's a good place to start. Remember your footsteps. Okay. The first time I played this game, I thought that white. Oh no! Was his teeth. Garbage. Alright. Just swap screens for a second. Here we are. Well, that's interesting. Since there's nobody else here besides the priest, I can only assume that he's the one who said chaos reigns? Well, in all cases, that guy gets around. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I was too curious. Mortis. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. A little bit louder, a little bit worse. Hahaha. Berdorf. Can we go all the way back to town? That's the question. I like how all these evergreen trees have levels. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing in between. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, moving truck, one more time. Alright, not so much. Let's get on to the house. Okay, and so close. That was really close. Let's check out the one dead tree. Hey! Not so much. I know that there are many things around to find. I'm not going to say anything specific, but I've forgotten where everything is. There you go. Just had to get it out of that cat's system. Alright. Sometimes wandering in a forest do be like this. We've got the water, got the deer. Perfect. All the deer, everyone. Yep, go after that. Go after that. That's fine. Okay. The other day, actually, I was looking outside and an entire family of deer was walking through. That isn't odd by itself, but I have a couple of cats, and when I was looking out, there we go.
You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Directions, turn right,
There we go.
and go straight past the well.
You got it. The odd thing, as I was saying, wasn't the fact that there were deer, I'm used to seeing those, was the fact that one of my cats was nose to nose with one of the stags. They were just booping each other's nose and smelling each other. Then my cat meowed at him. One moment. There we are. Meowed at him, and the stag, I think, heard me, and that was it. Still very odd. Two different animals, two different creatures. Come on, get out. Yeah. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best. Daryl Henderson, Historical Society. Sounds great. But as I was saying, it's just odd seeing... I'm not even gonna bother. It's just odd seeing two completely different creatures from two different species being like, hey, let's get along. Want to be friends? Let's do it. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Which book? Like, at the book club. Get out of here. At the book club, what book were they reading that suddenly the religious people didn't want to hang out with them anymore? Uh-oh, hey! Little ghost children, how are you? Oh, they're going up. Just gonna hug the side. I have to say, I love the size of the screen. Just that eldritch monster and you with nothing but a cross. Alright. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road, and there is almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shack off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the layperson. I'm gonna go to the shack. You're just coming here to tell me. Yes. Note. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. I'm not running from you. I'm going to slowly walk in this direction. suffer, you say? Hello, kids. I can just respawn them infinitely. Oh, now they're going to the right. Oh, there's the well again. Oh, that wasn't smart. Now I'm stuck in the middle of the screen. Now they're going to go up. It's just going to lead me back to the house. Aha! I knew it. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Oh, those kids. Getting up into mischief. Nope. I don't need to deal with you. I do need to deal with this place. But first, to the up. To the up and to the side. Good. The kids are going on right on up. Is it just going to loop me? Whenever I see the art for this game, it reminds me of The Texturcist, if anybody's played that one. It's a difficult bullet hell game where you have to run around and type prayers to exorcise the bosses. Ah, I saw you white person thing. I don't understand what he just said there. Perhaps this is the shack? If that's the case, let's go to the house. Where I live, I'm right in the middle between 5 vernal pools, if you know what that is. And I'm just absolutely surrounded by woods and forest. I'm only 20 minutes away from, there we are. We'll check inside. I'm only 20 minutes away from a major city, so that's not like I'm in the boonies. I just happen to get very, very lucky with where I'm living. Hence the deer and the deer story from earlier. And it's not just deer. There's oddly agile turkeys too. I was going for a walk down the road and I heard something above me. I look up. There's at least a 30 or 40 pound... Whoa! I was facing the wrong direction. Good on you. Anyway, 30, 40 pound turkey right above me. I was thinking something just like that would happen. You know, the jumping on and clawing and mortis. Yeah. It's a dinosaur puddle. I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. He almost got me right there. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your care and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back home. Cardinal Gifford. Well, geese and ganders, we finally found our way here to the house. Hello. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It was hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives. The quiet ambiance. Yeah, if it's purple, I'm going to exercise it. That's it. Nothing to it but to go around and... There we are. Looks about right. Nate. Nothing to it but to do it. I choose to take this game literally. So when you see a ghost rise up out of a picture that is taped to the fridge, it's real. A soul died and was put into that picture. I don't know what crayons they're giving Nate, but... Oh, hello thing, they're following me. And to the upstairs for now. I wonder where the path might lead. What a large room. Or a slow-walking priest. Rubber ducky. I don't feel safe in my home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. What a weird thing to put in a rubber duck. Oh, of all the things not possessed, it's not the toilet? Yeah, I'm not believing that. Not for an instant. I see you, doll. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me, like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her. Or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. You never think you'd miss background noise until it's not there. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Oh, that's a statement. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinics. All right. Hello, toys. Oh, yeah, no. Simon, definitely. Okay. Action figures? With karate chop action? No? And down the stairs. Hey, creepy mannequin. Hey, oddly arranged boxes. Hello, puddles of water. I know where you came from. No? Nothing? Not even. Ha! Okay, I guess not. You're lucky, puddle. So. Yeah, take that, crib. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing I have seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice quimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San la Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday, we talked to a boy, about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, "No, but I have prayed to San la Muerte." He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house and, according to him, they prayed to some figures of la Muerta, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to the church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Signed, Layton. Professor Layton. No, excuse me. Moving on through. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It's the same thing except crucifix. No, I think it's the letter. The letter here is: Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Odd.
She is here.
She is here. I guess it's a game of hide and seek then. Okay.
Mortis.
So what's happening is I have a new headset set up, and that shaking sound actually sounds like my computer is shaking.
A few moments later.
Seriously, it sounds like my computer is the thing that is vibrating. Very distracting.
A few moments later.
Everybody is allowed to laugh at me. It had absolutely nothing to do with my headset. I also have a game controller set up, and that's off to the side. And it was sitting on top of my computer. My computer literally was vibrating. How terrible. But now I can't hear when she's nearby. That's fine. We can deal with it. Nope. Down and then up. There has to be something else to find. I just don't know what as of yet. I see you. Nope. And we dodge. Oh. Oh. Oh, I've forgotten about that. Get out.
I heard a door open upstairs.
There it is. A short jaunt upstairs and... Yep. Same as always. Follow the blood trail. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Motton. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior, father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents, with their own, to shreds, you say. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you, and I'm sorry. That's alright. I don't need all those crucifixes right side up.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Hiya. That's right. Behold my powers of pressing spacebar and holding it. Gosh.
Mortis.
That's right, Scooby. It was the ice cream man all along.
Mortis.
We've got her this time. Ha, dodge. Faith is stronger than ghosts, my son. Whoa! Haha, I dodged to the left. Oh dear. Zigging when I should have been zagging. Okay. I think I'm picking up what she's putting down. Yes, I am. That moment when you choose everything but the right one. Oh no, I just have to hold it up in your general direction. I don't even have to hit you. Okay. I'll just keep on doing this for a little while. Oh, there she is. Bam! And spacebar. This is making my left hand very tense. Oh. Have at thee, demon. Ha ha! Oh, there she is. This cross is like antibacterial soap. Will defeat 99.9% of ghosts. I read that Junji Ito novel, I'm sure.
Mortis.
Standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright. Oh, and you just stop. Dodge. Well, at least we know where she's going. And if she goes 3 and then stops, there we are. 1, 2, and 3. 3. 3 licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop. 2. She's moving faster. Yeah, I knew there was going to be something. 2, 3, 4. Haha! Not this time. Have at thee. Yup. Tale as old as time. Every time. Boy meets girl. Bad things happen with girl. Boy runs away, joins a priesthood, was already a priest due to time travel reasons. Girl becomes infected. That's the only word coming to mind right now. Kill her. I mean, I'll pick it up with one bullet. Girl becomes possessed by a demon. Girl jumps out window. If I had a nickel. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior, father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents, with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you, and I'm sorry. John. I don't know exactly what ghost spirit or entity is going around delivering one-shot guns to different people. I do like that I'm not actually holding it with any of my hands. Alright, let's go get her. Oh, that's the window up there. Well, that's some tricky business. Let's see, I have 2 paths. Hello. Okay. Do we just follow this? Am I not allowed to hold up my cross anymore? Hey, Amy. How's it going? What's up? Oh, I just bounce off. Yup. Tale as old as time indeed. Girl with a force field. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I wasted it. What of it? That's it. That's it. I don't have a bullet. Are we good? Hey, you. Spirit? thing person? I like to imagine that he was doing the MC Hammer dance to the side, just shuffling away. Baggy pants and all. Alright, a gun with one bullet, but I have no bullets. And yet I must scream. Well, everybody, after wandering around for quite a while, and I do mean quite a while, here we are, with another gun, with another one bullet. There is that laughing shadow who danced to the side, but I don't know what he was leading us towards. I walked around in silence for several minutes before I decided to check where the gun was originally, and by golly, I found it. I loot the body. No? Huh. A proper adventurer would have looted that. She probably has jewelry and at least 3 pieces of art. In tabletop games that I run, because I'm one of the Eterna DMs, it's my job to run games forever. But in the games that I run, whenever there is an art piece that I've decided to give to the adventurers, I choose to describe what the art piece is. And I make sure that it is always alternative art. One time they got something that was worth 50 gold pieces. It was a shoe that had been bronzed, and out of the shoe was growing a single small potted plant. It was a tomato plant that wasn't growing any tomatoes. That was it. 50 gold pieces. The other thing I always had happen was I made it so pieces of art were also very hard to find buyers for. Yes, this potted plant in a shoe, I understand what it is. No, I don't want to give you 50 gold pieces for it. Thank you, it is a lovely piece of art. No, I don't want to have to water my shoe. Thank you very much. Alright, nothing to it but to do it. Ending 1 of 5. Murderer. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a sterling girl who has been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to the authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Hooray! Yay for new plays and backgrounds. I see you there, Mr. MC Hammer Dance Man. Ha ha! Now, to the priest mobile. Away!
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Ending 2 of 5. Father and Son. Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness is inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let up in the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body. So that there may be no mistaking what I mean, I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. The photograph is missing. This will teach you to make me look ugly and fat. Oh, good Sir Priest, why don't you just grab all 3 guns? Or 4, or 7, however many you're going to need. What I'm really saying is, why don't you just turn this into a first-person shooter? Ha ha! Have at thee, freakish mirror! Yeah! Whoa. Okay, I admit, that was surprising. I did not expect this. Alright, he is weak to the spacebar. No, no, no. Yes. Oh dear. No. He's faster than I want him to be, and I always am worried that he's going to teleport right ahead of me, like he did that one time. Okay, he's going really slow. Take some damage. I made this crucifix out of Kraft macaroni and cheese. I had one of the kids at catechism make it for me. The power of macaroni compels you. Yes. Oh. Dear Dr. McGlashan, it has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spinell, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my afflictions and has helped me find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spinell's help, I have come to accept what really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomena, but rather the desperate actions of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that, since accepting the truth, my nightmares have ceased and I now enjoy peace of mind. And I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since the first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointments with Dr. Spinell in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. Haha. I like that I just ditched the gun. Is that a cat? No, it's red. It's probably a fox. Well, that's interesting. I guess it's some sort of pajama party with tridents and fire, but only on this road, and I think only in this specific direction. They organized that pretty quickly. Hello, Amy. I am sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult and you are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there is anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We are having a get together at the clinic Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there. Gary. I like that Gary has a period, as if it was an entire sentence by itself. I am a mighty hunter, and I will eat well tonight. And let's just leave it.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Oh. And they're just watching him. He was flung pretty far. Oh no! He's one of those kung fu fighting deer. Oh no. Knowledge is your best friend. Take self-defense martial arts classes if you're going to go deer hunting this year. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this was probably the work of coyotes. The car accident, the tree, the wreckage, and everything else. Police also noted that parts of a clean white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. I've decided to ignore absolutely everything. I'm leaving here.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon him, therefore will he deliver me. I shall call upon him and he will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
Ending 505, When Faith Endures. Police. Animal experts investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were some kind of animal.
As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here,
said Sterling Police spokesman.
This is clearly not a deer or coyote. They'd be all fuzzy and furry and such. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped its owners, or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it.
Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. And there you have it, geese and ganders. Faith 1, Chapter 1, 100%. All endings, all notes. Overall, it's different than I remember, and if you've been watching, you've noticed that I had forgotten quite a few things. One of the notes I found difficult to find. I didn't realize you had to have all of the other notes that can be found in the chapter. But overall, there's a lot of open questions. There's a lot more to explore. And remember, this is the trilogy, Chapter 1 of 3. I'll be seeing you guys very soon in Chapter 2. Bye!